Aisha was a 24-year-old girl living in a busy city. She was independent, kind, and always surrounded by people. On the outside, her life looked fine, but inside, she felt hollow. Scrolling through her phone had become a habit, and prayer was just a routine, not a connection. Every night, she'd stare at the ceiling and whisper, "Ya Allah, is this really life?" Empty, restless, and without purpose? One evening, while scrolling through social media, she came across an Islamic life coach's page. Their words pierced through her tired heart. Without thinking much, she booked a one-on-one session. When they met, Aisha said softly, "I don't know what's wrong. I'm not happy. I'm not sad. I just feel nothing." The coach smiled and said, "Aisha, you're not lost. You're just tired. Let's walk back, not to the past, but to you." Slowly, through small steps. That one sentence changed her direction. She realized she had been defining herself by her problems. Every mistake made her say, "I'm useless. I'm not good enough." But now she began saying, "Astaghfirullah, Ya Allah, help me become better." And guilt slowly turned into growth. Fajr was her first step toward change. She used to skip it often, but now she started waking up, even half asleep. At first it was hard. Sometimes she didn't even remember if she prayed properly, but she never stopped. Every time she got up, it felt as if Allah whispered, "You tried, and that's enough." Aisha didn't know how to say no. She'd always agree to everything, even when it drained her. But the coach reminded her of the ayah. Allah does not burden a soul beyond what it can bear. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:286. She realized she didn't need to please everyone. Doing good with the right intention was more important than doing everything for the wrong reasons. Her mornings changed. No more reaching for her phone first thing after waking up. Now her day started with dua, gratitude, Fajr, and the soft, cool breeze of dawn. She no longer began her day with notifications, but with peace. She learned Islam is not just about salah and fasting, it's also about kindness, patience, and helping others. So she promised herself, "Every day, I'll help at least one person in any small way." Her life slowly started to feel purposeful. Every night before sleeping, she wrote 3 blessings in her little journal. "Today, my tea was perfect. Work felt calm. I felt peace during prayer." That tiny notebook taught her to focus on Allah's rahmah, not her restlessness. When she went for walks, she stopped listening to songs. Instead, she listened to Dr. Farhat Hashmi's lectures, or the 99 names of Allah. Her heart softened. She divided her chores, cleaned, decluttered, and realized when her space was clean, her heart felt clean too. Her coach once told her, "You always give others one peaceful day, give yourself one too." So every Friday evening became her peace day. Tea, candlelight, Quran, and silence. At first, silence felt heavy, but her coach reminded her, "Silence isn't emptiness, it's healing." And Aisha learned that when the tongue is safe, the heart becomes peaceful. The Quran reminded her, "We created man as the best of creation, because Allah gave us al-Qul, the ability to reflect." She began to notice the sky, the wind, the birds, everything moving calmly at its own pace. And she realized life doesn't need to rush. She distanced herself from people who only talked about trends and fame. Instead, she spent time with friends who spoke about Salah, Quran, and volunteering. Their calmness touched her soul. She realized rest is not laziness, it's gratitude. Taking care of herself was no longer guilt, it was ibadah. Her anger softened too. Before reacting, she would breathe. The more she became gentle with others, the more she became gentle with herself. Earlier she'd make dua and worry, "Ya Allah, will you ever answer me?" But now she understood tawakkul. Duas are never wasted. They're either accepted, delayed, or replaced with something better. That truth gave her peace. She started fasting on Mondays and Thursdays, not just to cleanse her body, but to purify her heart. Her coach told her to start Sabr journaling. Every time she stayed calm, instead of reacting, she gave herself a star. Week by week, her journal filled with stars, tiny victories, big change. Every night, she recited Surah Al-Mulk. Her sleep became peaceful, as if Allah's words wrapped her soul in calm. She began spending more time with her parents. One day, her father said, "Beta, I pray for you every morning." Aisha's eyes filled with tears. She realized she was never alone. She just forgot that Allah and her loved ones were always with her. Her favorite phrase became Hasbi Allahu wa ni'mal wakil. Whenever fear or worry touched her heart, she whispered it, and peace followed. She learned to forgive, one person every month, sometimes others, sometimes herself. Forgiveness didn't erase the past, but it healed her heart. She no longer read Quran to finish it. She read it to understand it. Sometimes one ayah stayed in her heart all day. She realized the Quran doesn't just speak, it answers. She started writing her feelings. I feel distant from Allah. I feel alone. Writing didn't make her weak, it made her honest. Her coach told her, naming your emotions isn't weakness, it's courage. One night, she whispered in sujood, Ya Allah, forgive the old Aisha, the one who didn't know how to love herself or love you. Something inside her melted. For the first time, she wasn't angry at herself. She began saying Bismillah before everything, before cooking, studying, cleaning, or sending a message. She realized worship isn't just on prayer mats, it's hidden in intentions. She stopped taking pictures of every sunset, stopped turning every moment into a story. Now she simply lived it, because she learned. Sometimes Allah speaks the loudest when we are silent. She started making dua for the people she envied, and her heart finally felt light. Because when you pray for others, the angels say Ameen for you too. Every blessing, small or big, she now thanked Allah with sujood. Got good news? 2 rakats of shukr. Felt calm. 2 rakats of shukr. She realized blessings grow when you notice them. Before, her nights were filled with thoughts she had avoided all day. Now, she gave herself 30 minutes daily, her worry time. She'd face her thoughts, write them, and end them with one positive belief. So when she finally lay down, her mind was at peace. 6 months later, Aisha wasn't perfect, but she was peaceful. Her struggles didn't end, but she learned to face them with faith. She told her coach, I used to think peace will come when life changes. Now I know peace comes when I change. The coach smiled and said, peace isn't something you find, it's something you create. If this story reached your heart, maybe it's not by accident. Maybe Allah wants to remind you too that peace isn't lost. It's just waiting for you to return to Him. Which of these steps will you start today?